Hi, cosmic friends. This is Melanie here today on the 27th of September 2022, and I'm on a roll because I just come out of our initial meeting of Astro Archetypes with the intro and the sun. It was a wonderful meeting, great women here in our group, and another one wants to join next week. So I just keep it open one more week for those of you who really feel the call to join next week when it's about the moon. And then 6 more weeks to follow because it's an 8-week class. Not a class, it's a series and a lot of sharing, lots of magic synchronicities, exploration about the astro archetypes. So not planetary, don't call them planetary archetypes because not all of them are planets. We have also the sun, the moon, Lilith, the nodes. So that's why I call them astro archetypes. So yeah, this is happening and you're most welcome. You can join online or come in person if you are able to come to Victoria. Anyway, let's dive into this week astrologically. Diving is also the theme with a Scorpio moon. The moon has been in Scorpio now since this afternoon. So lots of power, lots of magic, lots of possibly emotional intensity and lots of processing. Yet that can be also a good purge and good release of things that have been stuck, have been tucked away, and not looked at. So the moon is in Scorpio now, and this week we'll have the waxing moon because we just had the new moon on the 25th in Libra. So now we have the waxing moon today from Scorpio on, today in Scorpio until Capricorn, until next Monday when the moon will be in Capricorn. Yes, so that is actually a lot of energy is building up and coming up also from deeper hidden places and truths that need to be revealed and need to be seen, to be acknowledged. All of that is Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn. And the day when the moon moves over the Phoenix point is the energy transition, the cusp from Scorpio to Sag. It's like a phoenix out of the ashes. Lot has been burnt and died in this process, and now it's freed up and can rise to the light. And we might feel also emotionally regenerated in that process. That happens once a month. The moon goes over the Phoenix point. Of course, there's always planets possibly going over the Phoenix point. Not lately because we're not in the season of Scorpio Sag yet. And Mars or other outer planets are not in Scorpio. Anyway, yeah, what else is on this week? Jupiter dominates. You're probably well aware that Jupiter is now super bright, super close to Earth, the closest since 1963. And not only that, but also Jupiter has been illuminated by the sun yesterday. That happens once a year, and in this case, just even at that, so close to that, the closest encounter with the Earth. So it's like what is called a mini moon, a mini bright object. Next brightest or next biggest after the moon in the evening sky. The moon, Jupiter is with us all night from sunset pretty much to sunrise and can be followed, and Jupiter being so big, being so bright, being in early Aries, double Aries. It's all about fresh beginnings, seeing things with fresh eyes, and starting new, with trust, and with some, what's the energy? Mars, right? Lots of vigor, lots of energy, and not Mars, but Aries ruled by Mars. So there's a lot of momentum, lots of impulses for fresh beginnings and new approaches that can be quite auspicious and yeah, big deals. So Jupiter has been and will continue to be opposed by, started with Mercury on the 18th of September, and then the new moon, and then the sun yesterday, the new moon on the 25th, the sun yesterday, and eventually also Venus once she is in Libra. So also Venus will oppose Jupiter. And that's actually that's the finale of the Jupiter oppositions, I call them, of the last 2 weeks then, on October 1st. So that is all about Libra Aries. That's all about the dynamic between self and other. So also between autonomy and relatedness, between the hero's journey and the sacred marriage. So we're building bridges, and opposition per se is also a Libra aspect. So can these two facets be, these diametrically opposite experiences, be reconciled and bridged? Lots of questions in that regard. And then we have Venus entering Libra before she opposes Jupiter. So that will be in 2 days. On the 29th of September, Venus enters Libra and will be in Libra until October 23rd for 4 weeks. Libra is where the sign that Venus rules, next to Taurus. It's the air, the culture, the aesthetics, the beauty, the attraction side of Venus versus the earthy and sensual side of Taurus. So now there is a beautiful Mercury Venus dance. Mercury is in late, Mercury retrograde still until October 2nd, is in late Virgo, and in its own sign as well, as an evening star after sunset. Not quite visible yet, but because Mercury is still so close to the sun. But technically Mercury is evening star, as is Venus, and both in their ruled signs. So it's quite a Mercury Venus Virgo Libra dynamic. This is all about health, wellness, wholeness, doing what is in alignment for us and works for us, and being in a place where we really operate best. And from that place comes also beauty, harmony, balance, peace, and right relationship. So a lot of that beautiful Mercury-Venus dance, this is a really nice phase of the year where we can enjoy that. It's just like the energy of late summer, early fall, which is still prevailing here on the West Coast. Such beautiful days. And yes, a lot needs to be done and completed and harvested energetically or literally from the bountiful summer, and then we can be again in a beautiful, peaceful place, but it doesn't have to be a condition, right? Yet it's that theme with Virgo Libra, right? It's about the right relationship to work, something that's meaningful and that is helpful and productive and from that place is also harvest time, it's culture, it's harvest festivals, it's ceremonies. All of that is on with that energy. And we can also honor our work with a beautiful design that we might want to do in our own ceremony during that time for the work of the summer and for the work of bigger seasons in life. Now, Venus entering Libra on the 29th brings a beautiful energy of the dance of opposites and the attraction to that, actually. Also, the dance of relatedness and of harmony, of peace, of balance, of beauty, of aesthetics, of art, of culture. So much is going on in the arts and in culture, the summer and fall, so much catching up, such a burst of energy in that regard, and so many people to be met again. Beautiful. Now it's also about justice, fairness, balance in that regard, balance of interests, and the awareness that Virgo brings, and the attractedness to creating more balance. So that can also show up in themes like this week is the Truth and Reconciliation Day on September 30th regarding First Nations in Canada here. And here in Victoria has been quite a series of events leading up to this Awareness Day. And that's, of course, is a lot about social justice and about all the terrible and outrageous violations of human rights that have happened towards First Nations, especially in residential schools. So a lot of that is also in our awareness if we tune in and support positive evolution in that regard. Now, Mercury in Virgo goes out of retrograde on October 2nd. So lots of people will have now a sigh of relief. Mercury leaves retrograde. And it ain't over till it's really over. When is it really over? On October 5th is important stage because that is when Mercury leaves the post-retro shadow. Sorry, not the shadow, the storm. Mercury is actually in turnaround storm. Storm is a little bit of misnomer because it's not super fast and crazy, it's rather super slow. It's a U-turn that is so not not in line with the nature of Mercury as we know it. The standard Mercury understanding, which is a swift messenger, but now it has to catch up with something and retrieve information or awareness because things have so swiftly, so fast come by. We might have missed something. And Mercury retro and also the storm says, hey, take another look at this. And you've been there before, yes, but now is also a good time to revisit. That could have to do literally with communication issues or also with information that needed to come your way in several ways so that you really have a better relationship to it and can integrate this piece. This Mercury retro is lately in Virgo, and Mercury will still be in Virgo until October 10th. After the retro phase is over, after the post-retro storm, and then enter Libra. But now Mercury in Virgo can be in a turnaround storm, a bit turbulent because things don't go according to our concept or our idea and plan, but maybe better ways actually that work better from a worker perspective might want to come to our awareness and to our attention. So yeah, Mercury goes direct again, but take it easy until at least the storm is over October 5th. What else? Yeah, and then we're already reaching the end of this week of the astro weather because it goes till October 3rd. So here you have it, this week's astro video for the weather of the week. Have an awesome week, and I see you again when we do in person or you see me via video. Yeah, wishing you well. Bye bye.